Have you ever wondered if it's possible to be happy without the presence of friends? Today, we will explore the possibility of finding happiness without traditional social connections and how it happens during the process of spiritual awakening. Let's explore the intersection of the evolving nature of social connections and the concept of social minimalism. As we delve into the spiritual awakening process, we find that the traditional definition of friendship may undergo a transformation. This evolution prompts us to reconsider the quality and quantity of our social connections. In the realm of social minimalism, a concept akin to minimizing material possessions for a simpler life, we scrutinize the idea of streamlining our social circles. Could having fewer friends, aligning with the principles of minimalism, offer similar benefits in enhancing our well-being? Social minimalism proposes a deliberate selection of individuals in our lives, emphasizing quality over quantity. While society often advocates for more connections as better, social minimalism challenges this notion. It raises the question of whether contentment can be found in a minimal amount of friends, freeing up time for self-discovery and personal growth. The social minimalist argues that a leaner social circle can be liberating, allowing for a deeper connection with oneself. However, social minimalism is not a universal prescription. It acknowledges that individuals have varying social needs, with some thriving in expansive social circles and others finding fulfillment in a more streamlined approach. The exploration of social minimalism prompts us to consider the balance between its benefits and potential drawbacks. Is there a risk of loneliness and isolation, or does a leaner social circle pave the way for profound self-connection? In this journey, it becomes clear that the quest for happiness is not one size fits all. Whether we embrace the evolving nature of social connections or opt for a minimalist approach, the key lies in understanding and aligning our social choices with our unique needs and aspirations. Let's step back in time and tap into the wisdom of Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher. He believed that a happy life was intricately linked to friendships. In his eyes, friendships were like pillars supporting a joyous existence. Now let's examine whether this ancient perspective still holds true in our modern world. Epicurus valued friendships as essential to our well-being, akin to basic needs like shelter and food. He saw friendships as a source of pleasure, a way to share experiences, gain knowledge, and offer support in times of need. According to Epicurus, the benefits of genuine friendship far outweigh the costs. Fast forward to today, and our world has undergone significant transformations. The rise of technology, globalization, and changes in societal structures have altered the landscape of friendships. In this digital age, we can connect with people across the globe, forming friendships online and maintaining relationships without physical proximity. However, this shift poses a question. Does the traditional way we perceive and nurture friendships remain relevant? With the ease of online communication and the ability to find like-minded individuals globally, do we still need the same kind of social circles Epicurus spoke of? As we explore this, it becomes evident that many traditional activities tied to friendships are now accessible through alternative means. Online platforms offer spaces for discussions, advice, and even dating. The concept of geographical limitations no longer restricts our social interactions, opening doors to diverse connections. The emergence of modern communication tools and changing social dynamics challenges the conventional understanding of friendships. Activities that once required a physical social circle can now be achieved through virtual spaces. As we dive into the complexities of friendships, it's crucial to acknowledge that, like any valuable commodity, friendships come with their own set of costs. In our individualistic societies, where time and energy are precious commodities, cultivating and maintaining friendships requires a considerable investment. Time, the most limited resource in our fast-paced lives, stands out as one of the costs associated with friendships. Building and sustaining relationships demand time and effort, leaving us to weigh the value of spending our scarce free time with others against solitary pursuits. It prompts us to question if the joy gained from social interactions compensates for the time invested. Energy, another finite resource, is another cost tied to friendships. Our busy work weeks often leave us fatigued, making socializing on weekdays a challenge. Weekends become the designated time frame for social activities, leaving us to consider if the energy spent socializing is rejuvenating or if solitude is a more restorative choice. Financial resources also enter the equation. Socializing often involves spending money, whether on outings, dinners, or other activities. While having an active social life can be enriching, it's essential to recognize the financial implications of maintaining friendships. The monetary aspect becomes a tangible cost that individuals must weigh against the benefits of social connection. A more subtle cost, yet equally impactful, is the conformity that friendships sometimes demand. To maintain social harmony, individuals may find themselves aligning with certain expectations and norms within their social circles. This conformity, whether conscious or subconscious, involves presenting a certain version of oneself and, at times, sacrificing aspects of individuality. Friendships vary in quality, profoundly affecting our well-being. The term toxic friend highlights relationships detrimental to mental and emotional health. Epicurus praised genuine friendships based on trust, respect, and shared experiences. However, not all friendships meet these ideals, leading to misery when lacking mutual understanding and support. The Buddha advised associating with the wise and avoiding the foolish, recognizing bad friends hinder growth. Connections can uplift or hinder, impacting our well-being. Associating with friends not prioritizing our well-being can be harmful, leading to destructive habits or negative behavior tolerance. The Buddha's advice emphasizes the significant influence of our company on our journey to well-being. The concept of walking alone like a rhinoceros from the Rhino Sutra suggests solitude over harmful associations. Solitude isn't isolation, but a conscious choice to distance from friendships not positively contributing to life. As we ponder the necessity of friendship in our lives, it's essential to consider the perspective of psychologist and author Dr. Daniel Marson. Dr. Marson challenges the notion that humans inherently need to have friends for survival or happiness. While acknowledging the vital role of interpersonal communication in human development, he emphasizes that friendships don't necessarily have to extend beyond a basic level of connectedness. Dr. Marson contends that societal expectations often place excessive emphasis on the quality and intensity of social relationships. In doing so, individuals may struggle with feelings of inadequacy if they find it challenging to make or maintain friends. The absence of friendships, according to Dr. Marson, is not inherently wrong. Rather, it is society's judgment of this absence that may contribute to negative self-perceptions. Society tends to uphold the idea that friendships are essential for happiness and survival. Dr. Marson challenges this belief by asserting that while strong social relationships can be pleasant, they are not necessary for overall well-being. In essence, he suggests that a minimalist approach to friendships, focusing on basic connectedness, may be sufficient to fulfill our social needs. A study involving thousands of adults reinforces this perspective, indicating that satisfying basic needs and feeling competent in one's pursuits are more critical to well-being than the presence of extensive social connections. This aligns with the hierarchy of needs proposed by Epicurus, emphasizing that fulfilling natural and necessary desires is fundamental for a content and joyous life. The idea that humans don't inherently need friends challenges societal norms, which often equate popularity or a large social circle with happiness. Dr. Marson suggests that the absence of friends doesn't automatically translate to social isolation or loneliness. Rather, there exists a distinction between social isolation and having friendships. The ability to interact with people, even at a minimal level, can fulfill our social needs. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more insightful content.